Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are streaming from this morning. Welcome to another episode of Jesus, Joan, and Journal. I am your host, Dr. Joan T. Randall. I am a author, speaker, publisher, realtor, and I love all things people. I'm a little giddy this morning because birthday. It's my birthday. But if you're joining me for the first time, again, I'm Dr. Joan T. Randall. I help people write and publish books and then leverage their books to create multiple streams of income and leave a legacy. I love to talk about legacy because we are here for that purpose, right? To leave legacy. So I'm going to ask you this morning to just drop your name in the chat as you come in so I can say a proper hello to you. And grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your journal. We are going to be right back after this intro. See you in a moment. All right. Good morning. And I have all kind of stuff beeping and going on this morning. So I'm going to try and silence my phone as best as I can. And I'm going to ask that as you come in, please just drop your name in the chat so I can know that you are watching this morning and I'll be able to say hello to you. I was a little late getting started this morning, so forgive me for that, right? It's my birthday and I'm happy. I am just extremely happy this morning. And it is a very unique feeling. I don't know if unique is the right word for me to use. Good morning, Louis. Nice to see you. I don't know if unique is the right word to use, but it is a, wow, Lord, give me the word. It is a, good morning, Sister Cheryl. Thank you so much. So let me share with you why today is so special for me. So special. Today, I celebrate my 61st birthday, right? Today, it's my 61st birthday. I am the third child of my mother. My mother has 5 children. I am number 3. I had 2 brothers. I am the third child, but the first girl. And then I have a sister and another brother that are younger than me. So my mom had 3 boys and 2 girls. And her first daughter was me, and her last child was my sister. So my sister and I share a really unique bond. It's like we're literally like twins, right? It is an incredible relationship that I have with my sister that it's almost like I have a twin, like a built-in twin. And so I'm the first daughter from my mom. My sister is the last child and the second daughter. We have a unique kind of anomaly in this. So my sister, Shelly, was born on my mother's birthday. So Shelly, who is my sister, her last child, was born on her birthday. But here is the twist when it comes on to me. So on July 23rd, 29 years ago, my mother transitioned on my birthday, right? So my sister was born on her birthday and my mother died on my birthday, her two daughters. So we share that uniqueness in that fact. But here is the thing that is crazy. I don't know if you want to call it crazy. My mother died at 61. She passed away at 61. So today, on my 61st birthday, my mother died at the age of 61. Can you see how that is really unique when it comes on to today? And so at first it was devastating. For the first few years of my life, I'm devastated that my mom died on my birthday because I was right there with her, right? That was a beautiful thing. But after some years and I got more matured spiritually, I realized the blessing in all of this, right? But today I left my home early in the morning because I wanted to go see the sunrise at the park because I knew I wanted to take my shoes off and I wanted to put my feet in the grass, and it was wet because it's dew. So it's in the morning, right? And I literally watched the sun come up and I closed my eyes and just the sun was just as it comes all the way up. When it came all the way up, it was about 6:40 something. And I closed my eyes and I clasped my hands and I was praying and I felt like this wind and the wind surrounded me. And I realized in this moment the incredible phenomenal of who I am. Even the day of my birth, 7/23, the 7, the 2, the 3, the 5, putting it all together, the 12, all of it is so meaningful. I'm the third child, right? First daughter. All of that is meaningful. The fact that my mother gained eternal life on the very same date that she gave birth to me, 7/23, is a phenomenon, right? And now at 61, I have the responsibility of carrying on the legacy that my mother left, right? And for this generation. So today is an incredible day for me. It's bigger than just a birthday. It's a culmination of legacy. It's a culmination of um, carrying on something that my parents started but never got to live out, never got to see, never got to finish. And I carry the mantle, right? And so it's just an incredible special day for me. And I'm not doing anything big. There's no party. There's nothing like that. But it's just this favor. I feel favored. I feel blessed. I feel chosen. I know that God chose me. I know that I'm special. I know that I am his child. I feel his favor. My life right now is soft. It is kind. It is easy. Is everything that I want? Do I have everything that I want? No, but God has given me everything that he knows that I need, right? I have him. He is my provider, my protector. And I know I sound like I'm on a soapbox, but just allow me to be on my soapbox this morning for my birthday, right? So I just wanted to open up with that and share that. All right, so let's get into the thing for today, because today we are talking about, this week is all about real estate, right? Owning stuff, real estate, land, homes, all the thing. And I want to continue on that theme. So for day 3, our title is Divine Inheritance, Houses You Did Not Build. Divine inheritance, houses you did not build. And this scripture, y'all, is Deuteronomy 6, verses 10 and 11. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I want to give you what it's really saying. It's houses filled with all kinds of good things you did not provide, wells you did not dig, and vineyards and olive groves you did not plant. And I want you to go read that scripture, Deuteronomy 6, verse 10 to 11, because literally God was saying to the children of Israel that I'm going to give you these houses that you did not build. And it's going to be filled with all kinds of good things you did not provide. And it's going to have wells that you physically did not dig. And it's going to have vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant, but I'm giving it to you. This was set apart for you. And now all you have to do is develop it. It's to steward it. And it is to continue to build on what I have already set aside and set apart for you. So I want to share with you this morning that divine inheritance doesn't eliminate preparation. Divine inheritance does not eliminate preparation. It demands it, right? Just because you didn't build it doesn't mean you don't have to be ready to manage it. And this is so, sometimes I don't even know. Sometimes I pray that what I speak, that somebody will take something away from it, that somebody will be able to say, you know what, that is for me today. Because you have to be in a place where you're preparing your mind, you're preparing your habits, you're preparing your spiritual posture to receive what you did not create, to receive the things that God is sending your way that you didn't start, that you didn't build, that you didn't create. God allowed somebody else to start it, to build it, to create it, just so that you can be the recipient of it. Just so you can be the recipient of it. And sometimes we don't believe that we are deserving of those things. We miss the point that God allowed it to happen. Built, right? Developed, prepared, and set it apart just for you. Sometimes we don't believe in ourselves enough to know that the gifts that we get, the things that we sometimes are gifted with, that God had set it apart for us. We don't see ourselves as being deserving when God said, I prepared it for you. I prepared this place for you. I had it built just for you. So walk in it. And now that I've given it to you, don't just stop. I want you to build on it. I'm going to give you an example of this. So I have a friend that I was having a conversation with yesterday. I was happy to hear from her. Hadn't heard from her in a while. She called to give me an early birthday saying hello, right? And so she has been living in a house for 11 years. They were renting this home, and she's been living in it for 11 years. She's had some challenges with her health and her eyesight and all of the things. And so, they got a notice. The owner of the home, her husband died last year. I think it's around December. So the spouse, the wife, gave notice to my friend and her husband who lives there, because they have been a tenant for 11 years. She gave them notice, but she said that they have to be out by April 30th. I want you to listen to this story. They had to be out by April 30th. And so my friend is like, oh my God, this is a big house. It's, I think it's like 3 floors. They had a basement. They had the first floor. They had the second floor. So it's like 3 floors. The basement is like their, like their movie room and their workout room. And then the second floor was the main living space. And then on the 3rd floor, they had their bedrooms and stuff, right? I was there. I spent a weekend with her one time. And in her mind, she's like, oh my God, where are we going to go now? And then I have to think of packing this huge home that I've lived in for 11 years and 4 months notice she thought was a little bit too short, and the whole 9 yards. But she went into her closet and she prayed and she said, Lord, I am asking you to allow this woman to sell us this house, right? Because in her mind, if she's able to buy it out because the woman's husband is dead, if she's able to buy the home, then she wouldn't have to move, right? And so her credit wasn't good, so her husband's credit was good. So she decided that they're gonna, get a realtor to help them to put a bid in for the home. They named a price. The lady said absolutely not, and came up with like a price almost $100,000 more. And so there was this negotiation. But here's the most important part of this whole thing that I'm telling you, is that my friend said, Joan, I did not pack one thing, because I knew if I'd gotten a box and started putting things in the box, it would say to God that I don't trust him enough to get this house. So she said she know her last day to move was April 30th of this year. And she said, I didn't pack a thing, because I was standing on the belief that that house was going to be mine. Although we're having such a difficult time negotiating the price, we're having such a difficult time with our credit, we're having such a difficult time with finding the funds to put the down payment. But I stood on the promises of God that this was my house and that I was not going to put one thing in a box. And she said it came down to April, down to the wire, and they're still negotiating. It doesn't look like the deal is going to go through. But she said, I'm not packing. I'm not packing. And God turned it around based on her faith. And when the closing date for the home was, the owner finally gave in to what they decided that they wanted to buy the home for. And the date for the closing from my friend to get the keys of this house as hers was April 30th. April 30th. So she said, I believe in my heart, if I had gotten boxes and started packing, that I would not have gotten the home. But God saw the faith that I stood on, and I believed that God was going to give me this house. And April 30th was their closing date. This April passed, and she now has the keys. This is her forever home, right? Again, God set it up in a way that it became hers, right? You can't receive overflow with a scarcity mindset or a disheveled discipline. You've got to be ready to receive what God has prepared for you. Favor will place you where you didn't interview, apply, or qualify. This is deep. Favor will place you where you didn't interview, apply, or even qualify. Because here's the thing, some blessings come by alignment and not by credentials. Some blessing comes by alignment and not by credentials. It is about divine positioning more than personal performance. It is about divine discipline more than personal performance, right? God may lead you into pre-established systems, properties, businesses, or relationships that you didn't initiate. But you have to walk in it with gratitude and realize that it is a gift from God. Don't stand there second guessing. Don't stand there like, is this for me? Like, you can't accept a gift because you don't think you're deserving of it. And I'm not talking about a gift of kind, you know what I mean? Like a gift card or, jewelry. I'm not talking about any of these. I'm talking about these ginormous divine blessings, sitting in a room, going to a conference, having a conversation with someone, and the next thing you know, your life is changing. That's what I'm talking about. walking into a place, right? You might not even be the person most qualified, and getting the job over people that are more qualified because of your presence, because of your wisdom, because of what you have lived and learned. That's what I'm talking about, right? And so sometimes things unexpectedly happen to us, and we question the legitimacy, or we question, can this really happen for me? Is this really happening to me? But it will happen. My friend, that was an unexpected real estate deal. And this week we're talking about real estate. That home that sits on that land, that was never, she never built it. She didn't build a foundation. She was renting from somebody else who built it. And that unexpected real estate deal happened. At the end, she was given 4 months to vacate. And this woman now owns that home that she didn't build, right? You may have a nonprofit, and you may be wondering, how can I get some help here? Apply for a grant. You might even say, I don't have the credentials to apply for a grant, but if God is in this business, all you have to do is have the faith and belief that this is going to happen. Partnerships, ministry invitations, being a part of a ministry, being a covenant partner in a ministry. Some of the things that has happened for me over the last, let me just say, 5 years of my life is mind-blowing to me. How God just set people up. I met my apostle at an event I was having at a church. She was not a member of the church. She was forced by a friend to come to that church, to that event that I was having. She didn't even want to come. And I met her at that church. Not because she wanted to come to the church. She was just coming to an event that I was having at the church. And that's how I met her. And God sent her to me at the time. I didn't know that because I was very happy at the church I was at. But God sent her in my life because God knew my future. God knew where he wanted me to be. God knew that he needed somebody to feed my spiritual man so that I can walk in the assignment he had for me. And if he never sent Juanita Corey Jackson, I wouldn't be here today doing this kind of work I do for my ministry or in ministry, right? So we have to be prepared. And then when we see those things that God sends, we have to have the discernment to know that God sent it my way. God sent it my way, right? So stop questioning why you were chosen and start stewarding what you were given. Stop questioning why you were chosen. God, why did you choose me? Why am I here? How comes this opportunity? How comes I got this opportunity, Lord? When I got the opportunity to go to Dartmouth University at Tuck School of Business, my mind was blown. Mind blown. Because I never finished college. I didn't finish college. I started, but I couldn't finish based on just my life. 3 times. I got full scholarship for college when I was 18, couldn't get to go because of just family and financial business. I came to the States. I got into a college at Philadelphia, and my abusive husband said, you can't go. 2nd time. The 3rd time I got into a college in Virginia, but had to cut it short because my oldest daughter was getting ready to go to college. And the little money that I had that I was paying, I decided to invest it in her instead. So that was it. 3 times. Could never finish. Never even got my associate's degree. I was like 4 or 5 credits away from that. And so I'm like, that's it for me. That's it for me. And years later, I got an honorary doctorate. Years later, I got to go to an entrepreneurship thing with, what's that university called? There's another university that I took a entrepreneurship course from. And then I went to Dartmouth to do their diverse leadership course. All of those things were opportunities that God just out of nowhere placed right in front of me. Hey, Sister Elizabeth. Yeah. The one before Texas was, oh my God, what is the one before Tuck? With the entrepreneurship thing through Bank of America. Cornell. No, not Cornell. It wasn't Cornell. Was it Cornell? It was one of those, right? But and I took a Howard University. I took a course there for preaching. So it's incredible how you meet people and these things just come your way and you are like, oh my God, walk in it, because when these things happen, you know, it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. It's way above your pay grade. So just steward it, right? Stop questioning why you are chosen and start stewarding what you are given. And then my third point I want to make this morning is that you inherit to multiply. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Thank you. You inherit to multiply, not to just coast. When something is given to you, when you get those kind of blessing, you don't sit on it. You use it. Use it. Use it to bless others. Use it to give others hope. Use it to multiply. Use it to replenish. Use it to steward. Use it to gift. Use it to serve. I believe all of this phenomenal when it comes on to, my birthday, my mom passing, the age that she passed at, the age that I am right now. I believe that God has called me into this generation of my family's, the legacy builder. Like, your responsibility is to build a legacy your mom and dad never got to build, so that the next generation, my children, grandchildren, great nieces, great nephews, will have. And so I want you to think about that for yourself as well. God gives you what someone else built so that you can take it further, higher, and deeper. God gifted to you, just like my friend who God gifted the house that she was supposed to vacate. And the very same day that she got notice to leave is the very same day they are signing the contract at closing, and the keys were turned over to her. The very house that they told her she has to leave is the very house she now owns. Whenever these things happen, you have to ask yourself, what am I adding to this legacy? What is my role in this? Why did God choose me for this? Why am I here? And what am I assigned to do? What you inherit is the foundation. What you built on is the legacy. So you inherit the foundation because it was already built. It was assigned for you, right? But now what you build on it is the legacy. Today, here is my declaration that I want for you, right? Here is the declaration that I want you to say to yourself. I am positioned to receive divine inheritance with humility, readiness, and wisdom. I will honor what others built, multiply what God gives, and leave a greater legacy in return. I am positioned to receive divine inheritance with humility, readiness, and wisdom. I will honor what others built, multiply what God gives, and leave a greater legacy in return. And then today, for your journal prompt, here's a question I want you to think about. What type of inheritance, whether it's spiritual, financial, relational, or emotional, may God be preparing me to receive? And how can I ready myself practically and spiritually to manage what I didn't build, but God has entrusted me to grow? That's what I want you to ask yourself. What has God been showing me? What has God gifted me that He's saying to me, I know you didn't do this. I know you didn't create this, but I gifted it to you. How are you going to manage it and build on what I entrust you to grow? What I entrust you to grow. There is nothing like action. There's nothing. There's nothing like taking an action. And you can have all the ideas in the world as to what you want to do with this life that you have been given, right? You don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't know what your future holds. But if you have breath in your body today, take the action today. Start with the one thing. Start with the one thing. It may just even be you writing it. It may even be you picking up a phone call. It may even be you going on to the state's website and getting your LLC, applying for your LLC, or applying for your 501c3, or creating a ministry, or enrolling in a class. All the things that you, or getting into a coaching program, or getting into a cohort. The thing that you desire, all you need is just to take one step. When my friend got the notice to vacate the premises that she had lived in for 11 years, she knew that she don't know where to go after 11 years. Right? Rents are so high in Washington, D.C. She has this huge house. And so she said to her husband, we should buy it. We should buy it. That was their idea. She couldn't because her credit was shot. So she said to her husband, it's on you. And today they're the owners of that home. They didn't build it, but they had the faith to know that God had prepared it for them. So what is God prompting you to do? What is God telling you that you need to do today? Like Louis wrote, what do you want to do with this life? What do you want to do with it? Have you done anything? All the things that you dream of doing, that women's group, that women's ministry, writing that journal, being in an anthology, doing your baking business, your consulting business, your barber, your hair salon. What is it? Do it today. Google how to start. Chat GPT how to start. Technology is so amazing right now that you can write a whole book from Chat GPT. There's nothing preventing you from taking an action today? Nothing. All right. That's it. That's my birthday gift to you. That's my birthday blessing to you. I feel blessed. I feel amazing. I feel soft. I feel kind. I feel blessed, favored, chosen. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to enjoy my day. I have a training class right after this. Then I have another training. I get a chance to be with a group of my realtors today from 2 to 5 in a special training that the founder of Keller Williams is putting on today. I get to be there. And with the market leader, I get to be with a group of people that are in the real estate wealth building business with the founder of Keller Williams, Gary Keller. How did I get there? Because I pushed myself into it. Right? That's it. All you got to do is take that one action. Sometimes it looks too big, too overwhelming, too unattainable. But one of the things Gary Keller said in his book, and I have his book right next to me. I think I do. It might be in my bag, right? It's called $1 Million Agent and $1 Million Real Estate Agent. And the one of the things that he said that I love, he said, if you give yourself a goal, right, to accomplish something, and the ceiling is low on that goal, you will accomplish it and feel like you have arrived. You haven't arrived. Your goal has to be so big that you know it's only going to take God and you to accomplish it. That's the kind of goal you want to set for yourself. And here is the thing that I thought about when I was reading that book and listening to him talk on the audible version of the book, is that that's the kind of goal God wants us to set for ourselves. When Genesis 1 talks to us about 26 through 28, tells us about, I give you dominion over every living creature. I give you dominion over the land, over every seed bearing fruit and plant. You have dominion over the land. It is yours. All you have to do is take it. But you won't be able to own the land if you don't first set foot on it. That's what we talked about yesterday. When the Lord said to Joshua, I am going to give you every place that your feet walks, everywhere your feet walk, I'm going to give you that to own. So if you don't step on it, if you don't walk on it, if you don't go put your foot on that grass like I did this morning and claim your stake, claim your ownership, how you gonna get it? It's not just having it up here. Nothing happens if it stays up here. Write it down. Go make a move. Pick up the phone, Google, Chat GPT, drive out to the property, to the premises. Tell yourself that will be mine or something similar will be mine. Drive by the houses that you desire to have and say, I will have that in the name of Jesus. And then start fixing the credit, talking to a mortgage person to see, all right, how do I buy a house? Know the facts, find out the things. Research the things, write it down, and start taking one step at a time, man. One step at a time. And you'll see how it can be yours. It is yours. God has given it to you. All these stuff that the riches have, rich people, let them build it. Let them take their wealth and build it. It's going to be yours. It's going to be yours. You're going to own it. Jerusalem was already built before the children of Israel stepped foot on that land. It was already built. All they had to do is step over, cross the Jordan and step over in it, and that was theirs, right? That's it. That's all I have for you today. God bless you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Louie. Thank you, Sister Shelley. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. Thank you guys for being here with me. And for anybody else who joined, thank you guys for being here with me. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye, guys.